What is up, everybody? I am back with Riley, who topped 8 at Mobile Regional this past weekend. What deck did you play, and how overall did it go?
I played Pure Radiant Typhoon. I know a lot of people are playing like the pile decks with like Tri Brigade and all that other stuff, and the big pile of like 60 with all like the yummy cards and everything. I think those decks are fine. The hands get clunky in my opinion, and it honestly I'm just not really a combo deck player, so I didn't really feel comfortable playing any of that stuff. This deck felt really good. It's the ability to play through stuff is like boards and everything felt really good all day. I broke a full VSK9 board with like engines and an ash,
So you didn't really miss having like another engine with it, like the Pure was just fine?
no, not really. The only engine I thought about playing before the event was Mitsu,
I gotcha.
honestly, just because of the going second potential it had. But when I was testing, I realized I never needed it.
Well, let's get into it. Also, a very sick mat.
Yeah, it's the best one they've done in a while. I like believe it or not, I like the Swin one a lot too.
This way. Yeah.
I played, the starters are 3 Corsair, 3 Swin, and 3 Eldom.
Awesome.
These guys, the ability to just add like either what they're trying to add, like the quick play or the monster or MST, without having to declare which one, was really useful. I went Eldom grab MST a couple of times, and it caught people really off guard because they just assumed I was adding like this or Corsair or one of the other guys to like try and play through stuff. But MST for like dodging stuff against Draco Tail traps and all that felt pretty good. Honestly, this was probably the best normal summon in my deck all day. Just like MSTing something and then going special Eldom because I have MST engraved and add this over the Eldom was very useful. It is a little annoying that it can get bailed, but the recursion from grave is also really nice, so it's worth the weakness, I guess, is what I call it.
So you think that now that a bunch of people are playing like the pile decks and everything, it kind of gives this deck a little bit more of an upper hand, just because now it makes people actually think about, oh, what are they going into, or is this bridging into another engine?
Yeah, the amount of people that assumed I was on the Radiant Tri Brigade Yummy deck, and they just like were shotgunning their interaction early with like this guy, Eldom, and then Swin also. They were trying to stop these cards with every fiber of their being, truly. And Corsair would just come back and clean up everything with these 3 cards as part of my inboard.
So one of the others.
Yeah, one of each of the other 3. I've seen lists that like main 2 make Hala. I think post like now with the new support and stuff, I don't think you have to do that anymore. I think one of the lists I took inspiration from was the one that won YCS Sydney. He was citing like 2 extra Meghalas, and I really didn't understand that at all. I'm just playing the one. It's nowhere else in the list. This card is crazy if you can commit it to board, because after you activate a quick play, it demands them do something about it. Because just a spin back to wherever they came from is insane.
That is kind of insane.
And this was just, it's a monster negate. It was probably one of the better cards on my inboard. And then last engine card, I played the Shield Bearer. It searches Eldom. Really?
Yeah.
It has another effect that like lets you draw by banishing a light. That I didn't use that at all. But it did catch people off guard. It was just adding consistency.
Yeah. This deck actually, with not another engine, it actually seems a little bit more consistent. Did you have any consistency issues at all throughout the tournament, or was it just how you wanted it?
My round 1 was pretty bad consistency wise. Like game 1, I opened Meghala, no quick plays, and like double Fua.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was pretty bad.
Okay.
I, fortunately, the fine gentleman sitting across from me was returning to the game playing Blackwing and didn't really know what his cards were doing. So, nice warm-up round. Nothing against him.
Got all the bad consistency out, game boy.
Yeah.
Got into it. I got
And
you.
then for hand traps, I played 3 Fulos, 2 Ash Blossom, and 2 Sheena.
Did you miss the third Ash?
Oh, it's in here.
Oh, it is?
I didn't miss it in the main deck, no.
Okay.
This card's just mandatory.
Mm-hmm.
This was for Charmies and, like, Perulia specifically, because some decks are maining it now.
Mm-hmm.
This card is probably the best board breaker I've ever played in a deck, truly. If you can commit a body to the field and they try and play into it, this card just...
This card alone is nuts.
Yeah, this card's insane.
Just having to deal with it on board.
Yeah. Plus, randomly can't be destroyed by battle once per turn.
Yeah.
No clue why.
It's crazy.
It came up. Caesar try and swing over this thing? Sure. Anything else?
Crazy. That's actually pretty crazy.
Obviously 3 MST.
Has to be.
I don't really feel like explaining this.
Yeah.
I wish this one looked better, but that's about it.
Yeah, that's mandatory. You have to play 3 in this deck.
And then for the engine quick plays, I played 3 Chant, 3 Vision, 1 Ascendance, and 1 Manifestation.
That's pretty straightforward.
This one is a lot less standard, and I didn't really love it. It just dumps 1 to grave or it adds MST, obviously. Every time I saw it, it just ended up being like another way to get to MST.
Okay.
I never used the dump effect. In theory, you're supposed to use it to either in combination with this, or if you see it with any other, like MST specifically, you're supposed to dump one of these two and like summon it back for their extra effects, but it
didn't come up.
No, it never came up. I never needed it. This was probably the best card in my deck all day. The Reborn spell. Just bring back Corsair whenever I felt like it, or like a Meghala, or one of the little ones for follow-up, or to make Totem Bird. Just, it felt amazing every time I got to do it. Resolve this card wrong once.
Yeah.
Never forget to discard after you draw a vision.
Yeah.
Children at home. It's, get your game losses.
Get your game losses there.
Yes, sir. And then you get Droll, Fua, Beld, game 2.
Yep. In that order, every time.
Well, it was in the opposite order, but, yeah.
You know, it happens.
Non-engine quick plays, the best card in the format.
Yep.
In my opinion.
It is.
2 Fallen on the Virtuous, 1 Call by the Grave. I think I'm gonna cut this Manifestation for a 3rd Fall on the Virtuous. I did not see it as much as I wanted to, and I think this card's just insane.
Yeah.
Like, the Reborn effect came up once after I'd recycled it, after I dumped Black Ecclesia. But the pop effect and recurring itself is just so broken.
Yeah, it is.
Called by is in here because it's called by.
Yeah.
You have a really hard time against Perulia, and Droll is really bad with certain hands. You can play through it in some hands, but there are times where it's just rough to get Drolled, so called by. I saw this way more than I should have.
That's not a bad thing.
No, and then Droplet, like playing into a board, going like 2-year quick plays, send them with Droplet, and then New Chain Corsair to summon itself is just, it felt so amazing every time it happened, yeah. And I played 2 extra. Okay. Also for consistency. I thought about playing 3, but it ended up being where this was my 3rd copy of extra, realistically. This wasn't guaranteed engine, this was. Also doesn't help that I could only find 2. But I would have played 2 even if I found a 3rd one.
It still seems consistent.
Yeah, I think this card's crazy. In this deck specifically, it got Ash once or twice, and then I just played after that.
Yeah, it baits.
Yeah, if you Game 1, it's really good because not many people are maining Droll right now. And like I said, this deck can have issues with Droll. But if Game 1, I was never scared of it. It didn't happen. I got Drolled once, the whole event. I asked people if they were playing it, and some people were just like, no, it's not on my list at all. And then the negate.
Yep.
The MST negate card.
Has to be there.
The card's broken.
How many was in the main?
40. Clean 40.
Alrighty.
I was at 42, and I was playing the third Fallen and a second Ascendance.
Okay.
And then I cut them down to just a clean 40.
Okay.
I would consider playing a second Ascendance again, though.
Okay.
Extra deck. Played 3 of the Link 2. I guess for people that don't know what this card does, it adds MST from deck or grave to hand, and then on a new chain of a quick play, it just places the best card in your deck. And it back rows a card for some ungodly reason. They did not need to give this thing a third effect. It's removal. That was great.
It's still really good.
It came up once or twice where the removal was really, really, really strong. I backrowed an Ancient Gear monster.
That's crazy.
He missed lethal by 500 game 1, and I was like, cool. 2 bodies, Link, backrow your big guy, battle phase. I mean
That's crazy.
It felt weird, but it worked. Speaking of battle phase, Great Fly.
Great Fly.
Helps OTK, and it helps out Liger.
Mm-hmm.
Liger, a damn good card. Luckily, I didn't run into any Lunalite. My Liger outs came up against Magnet Warrior, of all things. To swing over stuff, just making Great Fly and things like that, it helps a lot.
I think that's going to be a bigger problem in the format. Is Magnet now?
It's really the only deck I'm scared of.
Yeah.
I played 2 Wind Charmer because I'm playing Extra Ev.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with the Link. I would be playing 2, but I'm playing Extra Ev, so I played the third one. It's just, 3 bodies.
Yeah.
Against Drago Tail, summon back Pan for damage, all that stuff. I feel like if you're playing a mono attribute deck, you need to play the Charmer for it.
Yeah. I think that's straight.
Doom Eagle?
Doom Eagle.
It's pretty good graveyard removal, especially if you Corsair on the turn.
Mm-hmm.
You can't make SP. It's a good inboard piece to make off this with whatever you steal.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of times I took a Droll off this, that they've discarded or it didn't come up for them or for whatever reason. One dude just discarded off something like turn 2. He's like, I didn't draw this. I had it. I don't know why I didn't draw you. I was like, sick. I appreciate it, brother.
It helps you get to your other stuff.
And then you just make this to have a body. I will say, I played against a VS K9 player. He had a Bale Engrave. I had die-fied him. Or not die-fied him. I drolled him. And he was like, okay. He had... His only play was Azuna, don't loop his summon back, make Ripper. Ripper effect, I ashed it. Or... I drew it. Whatever happened. It's not important. I don't remember exactly. He bailed me on my turn. He bailed my Corsair. And I linked off into this. And he doubles the attack because he didn't have a monster engrave. I swung over the Ripper for 48 and then I killed him with the rest of the bodies I had. That attack gain did come up. More than it probably should have because people weren't reading my cards. It was great. That's it for the wins. For the links, I played SP also.
Of course. You have to kind of play SP at this point.
Yeah. I didn't make it one time.
Really?
Not once. I thought about making it one time against a branded player, but it just didn't.
Didn't come up?
I decided it wasn't necessary.
I got you.
Yeah, played 3 Albion and 1 Dark Ecclesia.
Especially because of the extra.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
The only time the extra bit me was round 4.
Mm-hmm.
That was the round I played against VSK9. Game 1, I banished. I had gone like Fallen in the draw phase to like out a Ripper or something, and then I went started main Extrav.
Oof.
Yeah,
that's not good.
I did reset the Fallen and the Virtuous as a bluff, but it was not live at all because I banished all my names and I didn't have a way to get this back without this card. And then the Xyz monsters. Totem Bird, Typhon. This card also didn't come up. It's bad. I just needed a 15th card. Enter Blathner.
Enter Blathner. I haven't seen that card in a while.
You can, both of the big guys are level 9. Like, Sheena's a level 9, and then both the big guys are level 9. So I can come up occasionally. There was only one time when I was going to make it, and the guy scooped before I could.
No.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
So it's basically kind of just like a win more situation.
It's just a have. Like,
just have.
If I need board space. I made this, like, almost as much as any of the things that aren't the link to in my extra deck, honestly. So much of this didn't come up. Like, I just didn't have to make most of it.
Yeah, that's also a good thing.
I mean, yeah, it's a main deck, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
I enjoy decks like that.
And what did you side?
This is more subject to change than anything, than any of the other parts of the deck. I played 3 Perulia. I put this in like 2 or 3 times. It was really weird to find space for it in this deck because I didn't want to cut any engine going second. It just feels so bad. But the Manifestation and the Called By and things like that came out for this. I sided out Vision, like 1 Vision every once in a while, and it felt fine. But it was just weird to find space for a lot of this stuff. I also played 2 Lava Golem because I was scared of Lunalight.
Yeah.
I didn't play against it. This is the card that came up against the Magnet Warrior deck. He made like Naturia Beast and the Floodgate guy that makes all your guys Earths. So I just Lava Golem.
Get over it.
We got to game 2, and I was like, I'm definitely going second. I'm scared of Nat Beast. Let me put in these cards. 2 Droll.
Yep, there it is.
I hate this card so much. I think it's a necessary evil, though. Some people think it should be banned. I don't know if we should go that far.
Kill it.
I know you think that. Then there are 2 monster 1-ofs. I played Mag. This is just, like, pretty good into... Branded's currently in the format. Yummy. It's okay against Draco Tail. Branded. Like, all that stuff. And it searches Sheena during the end phase as follow-up on... Or as a protection on your turn. And then here's the thing, Ash.
So, what was the idea of siding the 1 Ash and then maining 2?
Truly, you just draw so much in this deck that if you don't see the Ash and you... Either way, if you don't see the Ash, it's okay because your board's good enough. And if you do, then great. The 2... I really don't know how to explain it. It just felt right. Like, I didn't want to cut any of the stuff I put in the deck, and I didn't want to go over 40.
Yeah.
Because the deck was pretty inconsistent when I was testing it before I got down to 40 with the extras and stuff. So, I just threw it in the side. I mean, I put it in a good bit.
It still makes sense, though. If it felt right at 2, then that's honestly all that matters.
Honestly, this was what I sided in going first a lot of times. In combination with 3-dimensional fissure.
Yep.
My deck can play Di-Fi. Cry about it.
Yep.
This came in every time I went first, except... Like I said, against that Vanquish Soul player. I didn't put it in then, because I was like,
no reason.
It just wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
But, card's crazy.
It is.
This
It is
card
very crazy.
overperformed. It was the best card in my deck all day post side.
Gross, but yeah, that works.
I felt bad. A little bit.
No,
Kinda.
it's all good.
And then through Purge.
There's a Purge. Yeah, Purge is broken if you can play it.
I agree, but this is the card that I believe I'm gonna cut from this side deck.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing I was saying earlier. I just couldn't find room to put it in.
Mm-hmm.
I want to try like more breaker dedicated cards, like 2 Lightning Storm and a Duster. I feel like would be pretty good. Just because some of the FTK boards were like 1 or 2 interactions shy of me breaking them, and I think stuff like that can really force things out.
Okay.
Especially against Dragotail. If you open either of those cards for their back row, and you have so many ways to dodge things. So I feel like it'll work out. I'm gonna try it here at this next event.
So is there any shout outs or anything left to really say?
Shout out to Jacob for filming
Awesome.
the video. Everybody on here, Wyatt, Noah, Eli, Michael,
the crew.
yeah. Wyatt, Michael, and Will specifically for going to this event with me, and Will for not making me drive this time. I keep telling them every time, if I don't drive, I do well.
Yeah.
So they keep making me drive, so they're scared.
Hopefully we'll get another top here coming up here this weekend at the Little Rock. I forgot where we were. Little Rock Regional. But thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.